This guide contains both dry and wet laps. Use the timestamps in the video description below to navigate to the laps you want to watch. Welcome to Red Bull Ring, Austria's premier racing circuit nestled in the Styrian Mountains. This Grand Prix layout is 4.3 kilometers of high-speed straights and sweeping corners, known for its elevation changes and breathtaking scenery. Key sections like Turn 1 and the uphill Turn 3 demand late braking and acceleration, while the fast middle sector challenges drivers with flowing corners. This basic track guide today includes the Honda Civic, Hyundai Elantra and Audi TCR. With different gearboxes, the guide is here to help you learn touring car techniques, the upcoming week's layout, and provide references for lines, braking points and gears in different race conditions. These laps are performed with a fixed setup and a preferred lower brake bias percentage for better corner rotation. Check the TCR Discord in the video description below for touring car schedules, strength of field racing and for driving advice. Free practice is Mondays at 4 PM UK time, and I'll see you on track Tuesday for race recordings. Now let's take a lap around this thrilling circuit. Before we continue, hit that thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed. In the video description below, check out the Twitch channel, Discord and other socials. Don't forget to comment underneath and enjoy the rest of the video. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat Red Bull Ring for you. Even with a lot of practice, you're going to find some races you're just going to be accumulating off track upon off track upon off track. This circuit, even though it has the rules tab underneath, can be extremely unforgiving, but you will not be the only person on the circuit who is going to experience this. Hopefully with this guide, we can get you these happening a little bit less frequently. And we'll start with turn 1 at Niki Lauda, where we're going to start braking just before the 100 board. You can ride quite a bit of this curb on the inside, and you want to make a sweeping motion, carrying momentum through, not clipping that inside yellow sausage, and you will be with the understeer thrown to the outside. Now this is a very trial and error turn 1. You will have to practice it quite a bit, and you will be finding with certain techniques that you use, you're just going to be forever going too wide and getting that off track. If you go too far wide, it does result in a slowdown. Now going up this straight, you've seen it many times during Formula 1, it is a prime overtaking zone, and it doesn't change here. You can once again ride quite a bit of the curbs, keeping the right hand tyres on the circuit, once again just before the 100 board, braking in a straight line. You want to leave it quite late before finally turning in. There's a slight bit of elevation here, but you can go across a little bit more of the inside curb. Once again though, you will be thrown quite far to the outside, and if your left wheels go beyond that yellow sausage, that is yet another off track. Chances are on the exit of that corner you are going to be too wide down to the bottom. If you're not, get over to the right hand side as soon as you can, then slowly drift to the left. This just means that you're driving less track, and in theory could be a couple of extra thousandths of a second, which could be the difference between positions when qualifying on this track. And like a broken record, we are braking just before the 100 board. Once again, you can take quite a bit of the curb down here. It is a downhill braking zone, so depending on if it's wet or not, you may need to adjust where you're going to be braking. You can carry quite a bit of that curb and use all of the exit if you can. This just means that you're turning less and losing less speed on your acceleration out of there. Get over to the right hand side as soon as you can though, as we're coming up to a tricky double left here. We are going to be braking this time just before the 50 board, and you want to give yourself a little bit of a later apex if you can. This is a corner that is very easy to go out a little bit wide if you're not patient enough on that throttle. I suggest maybe not taking as much curb as I did there, but you can take quite a bit here. I would say keep your left tyres on the white line. As the curbing stops, it's where you want to be braking for turn number 7. Once again, a bit of a late apex. You'll be shocked here though. You can put your foot down onto the floor for the throttle a lot sooner than you think and carry a lot of that speed into the curbs here at turn number 8. Your eyes don't deceive you. You can put your left wheels onto the red and white and it won't count as an off track. Once again, use all the road here and maximize your speed going out. Now to the part where so many people just end up ruining their qualifying laps. Between the 100 and the 50 boards is where you're looking at braking for turn number 9. You want to be carrying quite a bit of that momentum through the corner, being very patient on your throttle on the exit. Once again, like the rest of this course, it will spit you out to the outside. Luckily, you can still put your right wheels onto the red and white, and before the Austrian flag ends on the left hand side, that is when you're going to be braking sharply and throw your car through that final corner, hoping not to trail too far wide. As I did in the video, there is probably your very limit before it turns into a 1x. Any more than that and you run the risk of a slowdown. If you use an active reset button, cue it to just before those 2 right hand corners just to maximise your practice on the course. Coming up now is a wet lap. Some of the events this week might be a bit wet. I'm not the quickest rain racer, but hopefully you can use this as a baseline to get around the course safely. And for those racing with the very unique Audi gearbox, here is a lap for you. Just a reminder, if you've made it this far, feel free to thumbs up the video and subscribe and share with anybody else that you know who drives one of the touring cars. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and explore the channel for more content. Drop a comment with what you're racing this week. Check the video description below for links to my Discord, Twitch, the TCR community and more. See you next video, take care of yourselves and most importantly take care of each other.